It is so quiet. And I don't know. Hold on, I need to get my lavender right. Give me 1 second, y'all. Dang. I'll be right there. I'm just looking for something and I cannot find it. And I just don't know where I put it. Here we go. Okay, I found it. I found it. Let's get it started. So y'all, let me tell y'all a little story time real quick before we even get started. Because the devil really was trying to play in my face for real. He was trying to play in my face for real. He was trying to play in my face. So I literally, long story short, I got the YouTube up for y'all. And part 1 of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs video is up. So definitely go check that out. Definitely. Link is in the bio in the link tree. Okay. I'm going to put up part 2 and part 3 tonight. I just had to wait for everything to load on my phone. So part 1, part 2, and part 3 will be up tonight for sure. And then tomorrow I will have up the link for the pre-orders for the ebook. I'm super excited about that. First 10 people, of course, are still going to get half off. Discount code will be on the landing page. And I think that's pretty much it for all the updates. I know everyone's been like asking me for readings and other services and stuff like that, but we'll get around to that once I get the website and all that back up. I'll keep you guys posted on that. I'm just trying to do one thing at a time, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, so let me tell y'all let me go into the story time before we even get started today. And I think we're going to have a guest today as well. I forgot to ask her name. I got to get better with that. But I did vet her out yesterday, because remember I was like, we're not just going to have just anybody on here. We cannot do that. We're not doing that. We got to see what's going on first. But yo, let me tell you, I literally tried to pull up my laptop today to work on the book, to work on everything that I needed to work on, right? And my fucking charger dies after everything else that was going on. Like everything. Strength. Because listen, I had to have the strength. It was the craziest thing. But we back and we up and we at it. So that's what we gonna do. So today we're gonna talk about the Ascension symptoms, the part 2. This is gonna be part 2 of it. And any open questions, like a Q&A, of course, with the crystals, because I know you guys are super interested in that as well. I really want you guys to check out those Maslow hierarchy of needs, though, because those videos, if you're new to any of this information, is going to help you out a lot. Okay, we discussed a lot of information, and please take your time and feel free to like fast forward, rewind, whatever you got to do to get the information that you need, because they are long videos. So if you don't want to sit through the whole thing, you don't have to. Just scroll, get the information that you need, digest it. When you watch them, please have a notebook, a blue ink pen, and a notebook to take notes, because it's going to be information that you have to come back to. Okay, it's going to be information that you have to come back to. Okay, so Spirit is telling me to do a collective. Let's do a collective reading real quick. I'm gonna periodically just pop in and out, so I'm gonna come with just everything. Hi, my name is Brooklyn, so I love that. We're just going to do a collective reading. Okay, so Spirit, thank you for speaking to me and through me for the collective that is on right now. What message do you have for us? A general message. Innovation. Okay. It's time to start something new. It's time to shake things up a bit. Yep, versatility. Second card that came out. These cards are so darn cute. And I'm going to get crystal cards as well, because something is telling me to get crystal cards. Because since I speak so... Thank you. Yes, it was so funny. At like my actual job, I was on the phone. Hi, Inez. I was on the phone, and like a lot of people who were born, I guess, in like the 50s and 60s, never heard of Brooklyn before, like the name. And they're like, your name is so cool. And I'm like, thank you. It's fun. It's super fun. Self-love. Yep. Okay. So we're starting something new. That's what we're doing as a collective. And it's going to be innovative, okay? Something different that the world has never seen before. Something different that the world has never seen before. Definitely versatility. So it could be something... I would say it's not something that people have never, ever seen, because they have. I would say things that are out of the norm. What people wouldn't deem things. What people would deem invite to go. Yes, here she is. Let's see if she wants to go live. Hold on. I think my connection is going. Cool. I think the connection was going in and out. My apologies. Okay. So crafted complexions, are you on here? Are you ready? I can finish out this little read that I'm doing, and then we can definitely go on and speak of the Ascension symptoms. Because I think it's so funny that these cards came out. Hi, love. Can I get a general? Yes, you can get a general. If you want to, it will be donation based. You can donate to the Cash App. The link is in the bio. And then we can go from there. Yeah, definitely. Yep. If you want just like a general read on live, we can do that. That would be donation based. But my readings, my full readings, my mediumship readings are 55.55, and those are hour long. And if you're interested in that, you can send payment, and then we would schedule. It's going in and out, but you're good now, and I'm ready. Go ahead and finish the read first. Okay. I figure I turned off the Wi-Fi for her, so that way it would be okay, because I seen the light turning red and I didn't like that. Okay, so yeah, let me go ahead and finish the read first, because I kind of feel like it's going to get into the Ascension. I have no money right now, but okay, I have no money right now, but I was, yeah, okay. Whenever you're ready. I don't pressure, nor do I chase. We just attract, okay? So innovation, definitely doing something new, something that someone has never done in your family before, something that's new in your community, with the people that you're around. It's very versatile. Even with her tattoos, you see the tattoos on her neck? Like, different. Some people may look down or frown upon that, but she's sexy and she's versatile. And it's a form of self-love, self-expression. When you love yourself, you're able to pour into others, okay? So whatever idea you have, whatever you're trying to create for yourself, definitely just pour more into that. And it's so crazy, y'all, because we literally are going to talk about Ascension symptoms and the Maslow hierarchy of needs, and with the guests. And it's so funny because up here, yellow. Remember we were talking about yellow, which deals with the solar plexus, your confidence, your self-esteem, your energy, your vitality, how you feel, how you show up in the world. And then this one is white, purity, starting over, fresh start. And then I love how this green is under the self-love. Okay, let's do one more clarifying card. And it's so funny. Superstition. Ooh. I'm going to tell y'all. So I've been getting downloads in my dreams. And I've been getting a lot of messages that like people create fake pages to watch me, which is so weird. Like, that is such a weird thing. And as soon as I was about to, remember, because y'all seen I was about to say something. Look what card popped out. Superstition. The Kalani superstition card. I was right on point. I don't know why. I ain't gonna say I don't know why I got that feeling, because my ancestors be on point every time. And you see how that popped up right after? Because my community know. My community know. Like, people literally create fake pages because they have nothing better to do and watch people. That is so... And I'm here to bring divine order. You see how that popped out? Divine order, bro. Yo, I cannot make this up. I'm cracking up. Let me see, because I'm sure this is just like, yep. Y'all, the people who are on here, I cannot make this up. You see the person that's in the chat right now? Please click on their profile and tell me that's not a fake page. After I just said people are creating fake pages to watch me. And I'm here to bring divine order to kids. After all of the... And this was a collective. This is a collective, super collective. But the last two was like... It's just so funny. That is so funny. Let me block it, but I just needed my community to see that, because that was too perfect. Oh my God. Okay, one more, and then we're gonna bring the guest on, because that was just like, damn, y'all want to be me so bad. That shit weird. Like, I can't believe people do that. That's lame as fuck. Isn't it so lame? Y'all, I just said that. That's crazy. It was quick. It was so quick with proof. I can't make it up. And like I said, like, and that's honestly my fault for being so like closed off, so not open with my community, so not, you know what I mean, to where people feel a little bit of like skep. But I'm like, bitch, I know who the fuck I am. Like, I literally talk to spirits more than I talk to regular people. Fuck you thought. And it's like, people really will try to play in your face and thank you. He in my DM say I'm pretty, bitch, I know. It's like, nah. But no, on a serious note though, you guys, and this is for anyone who has ever, this is for anyone who has ever dealt with anything like this, right? To where you're starting something, or you may not feel super confident in what you have with the approach because it's like so taboo. It's something that people have never seen before. I'm so proud of you though. You're as open as you are. I am. I'm so open. Like, I'm so open. Like, I really am. I had to get back to that because the world showed me so much wickedness, but I'm like, I'm such a light. There's no way wickedness could ever dim what we have going on here. Like, it's people who I know I've already changed people. I've changed my life. You know what I mean? It's like, and I say this time and time again, I've been here, I've done this thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times. Like, this is just, I know me. You guys are just now getting to know me, and people will try to downplay you and tell you who you are to make you conform into the box that they want to put you in. Okay? I'm sitting here to tell y'all, part of my community, my loves, don't do that. Y'all just seen, don't do that. Leave them right where they at with they lame asses sitting back somewhere, creating fake pages because they got animosity in their heart chakra. Y'all see how colorful I am? I got the pink on for the heart. I got the orange on for the sacral. Like, we just vibrancy, high vibrations only. People literally will. Misery loves company is literally one of the most realest things ever. One of the most realest things ever. Like, seriously, it's so funny. Y'all, I literally just... And remember I was telling y'all, I was like, I don't even really want to pull cards. I don't want to do cards because I like my gift without cards. But Spirit was saying, no, use the cards because people like the cards. People like to just see the visual confirmations and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just start working with them and shit like that. And right before I was about to tell y'all, I'm like, yo... I just be feeling like people watching me. Like, I feel like I'm on my live and I'm connected with my community, but I feel like it's a hater on the other side of it somewhere. I can feel the energy, bro. I felt like it was a hater. I'm like, yo, like, you really sitting there creating a fake profile from your trap phone to come watch what I got going on. Like, no, you have to pay to be here. And then the superstition came out. And then the order came out. And my fucking channel been Divine Order for forever. The name's been Defined Divine since 2018, baby. Stop playing with it. One more card. Angel. Protected. can't make this shit up, even if I wanted to. We about to bring our guest on. That was a great way to this, yo. That was a great way to start this. Okay, where is our guest at? So we can bring her on. Where's our guest at? So we can bring her on. Much love. That was too perfect, man. I cannot wait to go back and watch this live. Like I said, 300, 3 million. I don't care. The message is going to always be the same. Always. And for any, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I can't hear you though.
Can you hear me now?
No. That's
No.
being weird. Let me see something. Turn off. No. They can turn off. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know why I can't hear you.
1, 2, 3.
Say something
Check.
again.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I'm such a nut. My nut ass had my volume down.
It's all good. It's all good.
We can hear both of y'all. Okay, cool. Hey, Jess. Hello, love. Okay, cool. Shakeem said he can hear both of us. So how are you? You want to know what's so funny? I do this a lot. I've always been this type of person. I'm just like, oh, everyone's family. What is your name? May I have your name?
Christian.
Okay. Wow. I love that.
Thank you. I wasn't that comfortable with it for a long time because a lot of people would like joke around about it being like a more masculine leaning name. But now that I've grown a little bit, it's just like because it is more masculine, it fits me. Because I feel like I lean more masculine in my energy. So I just had to like grow into it.
I can see that. I like that.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
very welcome.
you. But yeah, I just like you were on live yesterday and I was like just flipping through and then I saw you were talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs and that was like one of my classes I took in sophomore year of college was interpersonal communication. And I just thought it was so weird that we would be talking about that in a communication course, but yeah, not a lot of people are familiar with that hierarchy, and I found that topic to be interesting, especially when I had asked a question about natural resources and how like our air and our water and our food, like literally, we hear people talking about how they eat, they buy organic and they try to eat here in the US and it's like still, the fertilizer and everything that goes on. And then you go to other countries and they're losing weight eating the same foods that we are gaining weight eating. So yeah, that's why I decided to reach out to you because I thought it would be good to have deeper conversation about it. So.
I like that. I completely agree. And honestly, she said, I saw a TikTok talking about this. Do you mind me asking what year did you go to school and learn that information?
Yeah, I just graduated in May. That class was 2020. That was like January through March, right before we got sent home. So it was between January and March of 2020. So that would have been my second semester of my freshman year.
That is so interesting. I seen another girl in here. I believe I was talking about it a few lives ago, and she learned about it, but she was in school, I believe, 13 years ago.
Wow.
And right. And I was like, I've never heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs until about maybe a week or two ago at this point. And I was correlating it to spiritual work that I've been doing for these past 7, 8 years, honestly, my entire life, but these strongly this past 7 to 8 years. And once I seen the chart, it was just like an eye opener to how it was weaponized, like it was used as a weaponized tool against us. And when you learn more about your spiritual practice, it becomes easier to digest information for yourself. Because one thing that I learned about school is that they teach you things to make you think a certain way, if you get what I mean. They
It's
don't really,
programming.
it's very programming. They don't really give you what is the word that I'm looking for?
Autonomy.
Not autonomy, but thought provoking questions. You know how before we used to have open debates and open discussions, and it was
Yeah,
comfortable.
they don't teach you to think critically. They don't.
And they also don't allow you to have differentiating opinions.
Mhm.
Like they look at that more as an argument than a conversation. She said,
Mhm.
wow, 7 to 8 years. I know I don't look like it, y'all. I've been out of high school for almost 10 years. I turned 28 this year. I'm about to be 30 for real. I just got good ass genes. Like I know I look like a baby, but I'm almost 30, like dead ass.
I bet you get carded all the time.
Bro, I get carded. My mom still gets carded. I told y'all it's a
Really?
lot. Yes, yes.
Lit. That's lit.
Good genes. My grandmother is 89. That woman still look like she in her 70s. Like hair down her back. She still be getting dressed. I'm like, yo, I'm just grateful. 10 years, girl, I thought she was my age 19. Everybody think I am. When my little brother friends come over, I laugh so hard because I'm like, damn, I really look like y'all. And I'm little. So it doesn't help. I'm super small, so it doesn't help at all. Um, but yeah. And I'm going to be getting that for the rest of my damn life. I might as well just get used to it now because I swear it comes up every time. It don't matter where I am, who I'm talking to, what's going on. Thank you. Have a
But
very perspective.
on the topic of schools and like academia not really fostering an environment that's centered around individual thought processes, I was actually homeschooled.
Your entire life?
Yes, I was homeschooled. Yes, I was homeschooled the entire K through 12, and then I just went to college. So I think that definitely helped me with the whole like, do not take what other people are saying to you and other people's opinions and the stuff that they feed to you as law.
Right.
It like helped me develop critical thinking skills because in the classes, like the classes that I was taking weren't your typical, like I did homeschool co-ops, which means that you go to like a building or an establishment and you're with other kids and you all are in the same classes, but it's only for one day a week. And in these classes, it was African diasporic. So it was like Pan Africanism and like poetry classes. Like it wasn't no like regular stuff. We were doing like our math classes would be like business classes. Like for our math class, it would be you have to set up a business and sell items and like people that are selling that are making the most profit get bonuses. Like being homeschooled, like as much as people want to like joke and be like, oh, haha, like you're socially awkward or you've never been to public school, like what was that like? I thought that all homeschoolers were weird, and that's not the case. So
Sorry.
yeah,
Can you see you bigger now?
yeah, I'm bigger with now you're smaller.
Okay. I'll
I
figure
wish there
it.
was a way you could do like split screen top and bottom, but I don't know
I
if they
thought
have
that
that function.
I thought that's what I was trying to do. I guess because this is really good and I wanted people to see you because you were so little in the corner there. I
Yeah, I don't know if TikTok has that function.
think so. Okay. I don't know. We'll just leave it because I don't know what I did there. I don't even know how to fix it back at this point.
Oh no.
I'm like, oh God. Let me see. No, that's what.
Yeah, it's programming. It's literally programming. Do you guys know about the school to prison pipeline?
Yes.
Because that's literally what it is. They're trying to teach you beings that should be moving throughout the majority of the day. They're trying to get you to sit down and just focus. And it's so unnatural. It's so unnatural. And I think I've read some books in the past, and they basically said that like public school was created as like a babysitter for children while their parents work. So the more you think about it, it's like that's one of the reasons I think my parents were kind of interested in homeschooling, because it's kind of crazy that you can send your child somewhere for that many hours in the day, um, and they're being fed all of this information, and then they come home and they're spending less time with you. Because if you think about it, let's say your child gets out of school at 3:30. By the time they get home, it's 4:15, 4:30. You get off work at 5. By the time you get home, it's 5:36. Between maybe like 9:30 and 11 o'clock, people are going to bed. So the teachers are spending more time with your children than you are. So it's like the teachers and the school has more influence over your children than you do, which is really scary. Um, but yeah.
We talked about that on, I want to say part two. Because part two, you guys, I can't reiterate this enough. Please, please, please go watch on these live talked about. And it's exactly true. And last time we had it from a perspective of a mother. This time we're getting it from a perspective of a child who's actually homeschooled. On the hierarchy, I was talking to, I don't know if you refer the actual
You're cutting
hierarchy, but
out
I
really
had
bad.
we were talking about, am I?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay, you
and you
back.
know what?
You
That's
back.
because they really don't want us. Let me go upstairs because when I tell it was about to get real, they literally people have been throwing negative energy and trying to block my throat chakra for so long because they know this message is going to really change people's lives. Like, but I cannot be stopped. I don't even know why they keep trying to do this. Like, just go play with somebody else's child for real, for real. But we was talking about it. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a good 15, 20 seconds. And I was like, because sometimes when somebody's glitching, but it's like 4 seconds and then they're back. I was like, let me wait a second before I say something, but you're good now.
Okay. And it's green up here. So let me get my chair real quick so I can like sit. Okay. We should be good. Though it's a little dark up here. I don't really like that, but anyway, last time when we were on a live, when we had up the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we were talking about all the systems that they had associated. Perfect. We were talking about all the systems that they had associated with each hierarchy and how they used it as a weapon. And when we were talking about, I believe, the heart chakra and connection and being connected to people and our kids and stuff like that, we had a lady on her live who was saying that I believe her son had a better, I wouldn't say a better relationship because that's not what she said. I believe she said something along the lines of he also had a great connection or a great relationship with his teacher in addition, to her. And we were talking about because of the system that they put in place, like you just said, you send your child to school, they're there all day, then the parents are at work all day. So you only have, like you said, from that 4 to maybe about 6 or 7. Then after that, dinner, get in the shower, go to sleep. So it's not a lot of connection. It's not a lot of time. It's a lot of influence and programming from people who are outside of that child's home. And that does something to people. It does something, like you said, even for yourself. You have something that a lot of people, and it's so funny because this card just came out, vision, and it's not even a reading. You have something that a lot of people don't have. You have something that I have, which is that vision. You are able to think for yourself. I was just thinking about this yesterday. I don't credit many teachers. Yeah, because honestly, your kids are with like if your kids are in school or public school, they're with teachers more than, and somebody might take offense to this, get defensive. I don't give a fuck. Your kids are with teachers more than they're with you, and it's not your fault, not at all. And I know my instinct was on point. It always is. If you think about, the teacher probably knows a little more about kids. Yeah, they do. I know my teacher knew more. My teacher still follows me on Instagram. Like, I still have a relationship with that lady. Like, literally still. And I'm 27. I graduated high school almost 10 years ago. It'll be 10 years next year. So, like, the importance of, when I have kids, I want them with me. Yes, that's why we're here, because we have to figure out more systems to where we can have our kids back at home with us the way that it is supposed to be, to where we're pouring in to our own children, to where they can think for themselves. Because we have so many people who are out here just moving so robotically. And like Christian just said, she is not like that. She literally, her first time being in a system outside of her own system that her parents set up for her was in college. So that means the first 12 years of her life, she was being groomed by the people who raised her, who brought her into this world. And that's a blessing that a lot of people do not have. So we need to get to a point where we do have that, where we do have that community. And even if it's not homeschooling per se, we can send them to a homeschool facility to where it's outside of that system. Y'all get what I'm saying? Because that's
You know
really,
what?
really important.
Something that really, really concerned me, I don't have Facebook, but my mom does. And sometimes I'll like glance over and see what's on her news feed. And I remember more than a couple times during the pandemic, I would look over and her friends would be like, "Oh my God, I cannot believe I have to be home with my kids all day. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is so stressful." And it's like, I understand that being a parent can be, time consuming and emotionally draining at times. The fact that school was so much of a like crutch for you, and you're just like stressed out with the fact that you have to spend time with your own children that you created, like that was concerning to me.
And
That was
it's so
concerning to me.
very, I don't know. And Inez, I'm not sure. She said that could lead to codependency as well. What leads to codependency is the fucking system. You, Christian, I have a question. Do you
Hmm.
own or operate your own business right now? Or
I
are you in
do.
the process? Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay, period. Really? No, no, listen, because this is some real shit, and I don't know who this is. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I only speak on things that I know about. I met a young girl in Mexico, 18 years old. 18 years old, ran and operated a full-fledged business by herself. I seen a
Mm.
7-year-old little melanated black girl in Mexico. What causes it's a whole bunch of people codependent on drugs, codependent on relationships, codependent on snacks, codependent on a whole bunch of bad shit out here, for real, for real. And that comes from the system, from being taken away from the people that you were supposed to be nurtured by the most. Now you're being taken away from that system and you're being fed poison by a system that doesn't even like you, for real, for real. Yes, you can definitely join the live. Like, if that's a, because you've been on here a few times and I went to your page too, because I do that for people that I see. Because I'm like, I told you I can feel when people are watching me, and I don't care if it's 300, 3 million. It's coming. I feel it. I see it. I know what the message is. Seriously. And it's like, nah, you got to be mindful of who you allow into your space, because people will come in and try to suck your energy dry from the information that you have, because we live in a world of a lot of codependency. Christians out here. It's not a lot of Brooklyns out here. So these women on here are the women that you need to protect. The men that are on here and show up are the men that you need to protect. Okay? And that's on period. This is not no joke. This is not no game. It was a little 7-year-old melanated girl. She spoke 2 languages, Spanish and English, and she knew how to write a full business plan. People who grew up in this system right now, my mom don't know how to write no business plan. My sister don't know how to write no business plan. My neighbor don't know how to write no business plan, but a 7-year-old little girl, because she was in a schooling system, homeschooled, but it was like a, you know what I mean? Not by her own mother, but by, when she was down there in Mexico. But that's what that does. That is the importance of it. So when we look at it, and when I tell y'all this is how they weaponize it and use it against us, and this is how we get it back, this is where our mind really needs to be at. Instead of attacking, okay, you know that they don't want you to do better, so what are you going to do for yourself? That's what we show up here to do. She said, all right, yeah, I just sent the request to join the live. I do not see it. But I got to get used to this TikTok thing. Let me try to invite you. Give me 1 second. And Christian, do you have anything to piggyback off of that before I add Inez?
Yeah, I just, I don't know which documentary it was. It was a documentary on Netflix, and it was about how, like, the creators of these social media platforms don't even allow their own family to get on it. Like, that really says a lot, because they're trying to make it addictive so that you cannot focus on evolution. They're trying to make it addictive. They do it, with the way that the algorithm is. So, like, with my TikTok, I had to, like, go into my settings and turn off my app limits, because I have an app limit for TikTok, which means if I'm on TikTok for 15 minutes, my screen is like, all right, it's been 15 minutes, time to get off. Because I kind of have this ideology of, I'm not going to be on a social media platform if I'm not gaining anything from it. And so I think TikTok is somewhere where I actually do gain a lot from it, but the algorithm is so addictive that I could spend easily an hour and a half to 2 hours if I'm not careful. So yeah, I think the whole, like, programming thing is something that we should all be aware of in terms of how you're spending your time. Um, and a part of the, like, um, getting you hooked is, let's get you onto these social platforms. You spend hours on it a day, and then you have multiple. That's just, like, really all I have is TikTok. Like, imagine if I had TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. Like, it just, you have to be very aware of the social media presence, because you could be taking away from your evolution. So to hear a 7-year-old have a business is very inspiring, because I thought I was doing something when I started mine at 20. I was like, oh, I'm doing something like, oh,
Right.
but seven,
Seven.
seven,
Seven.
literally, that's first grade.
7.
So props
They
to
taught
her.
them, like everything that you just said, when they're like, oh yeah, in math class we got to write out businesses, and that's what they had to do down. That's what they're doing down there.
Hmm.
I'm like,
And I think it also works for melanated people to have these subjects relate to something that we like. We like money. So the class was called Money and Math. So
yeah.
it's different than sitting down and be like, all right, if Jane had 2 apples and Jared had 5 apples, it's like, okay, you need to create a business plan, get team members, organize with your team members what you're gonna sell, figure out what the revenue is, figure out what the profit is, how are you gonna break even, how many items do you need to sell to get it was just like, it really helps. I saw one video on my For You page yesterday about how a therapist was having a difficult time connecting with young black men, and she said the way that she likes to connect with them is by asking them what their three favorite songs are. And then she asked them why. And I was like, wow, that really is a good method because you have to cater to the group that you're trying to reach. And I don't think that, first of all, I just feel like melanated beings, we're just not meant to be sitting still. Like we literally rhythm all the time. So yeah, that's what I have to add on.
Awesome. I love that. Okay, let's bring Ines on. This is fun. I love this. And it's so funny because it's, I don't know why it's like that, but it's either I connect, the conversation is either connecting to my older crowd, which is like my women and my men who are like 40 and above, like 40 to like 60, 70, 80. Or it'll be my younger crowd, which is like my 25 and younger, like the people who think like I'm actually like one of them, you know what I mean? Which is like so funny. But it's dope, man. This is dope. This is dope. This is dope. Let me bring on Inez. Let me try anyway, because we're gonna see with this thing. Give me a second, y'all.
You're good. You're good.
Jeez. Okay.
I think you have to do whatever you did to make yourself big, and then she has to send the request again.
Okay. I know how to make myself big again. So try to send the request and let me see if it works this time. Is she still on here? I don't even know if she's still on here. Inez, are you still on here? Because I know she said she was having trouble with her audio as well.
Oh yeah. All right, she's still here.
Okay, send the request. I'm going to see if I can add you to the live. See if it pops up this time. See, I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. Because when you sent it, I seen like a little notification. It says I need to go live as a guest. Yes. Whatever it says, just try to click it. I don't know. Trying to get used to TikTok. It says I need to go live as a guest. Do you have enough followers to go live? You can go live, right?
Yeah.
I forgot because I just found that out the other day. You need like 1,000 followers or something to go live.
Oh dang.
I mean, I don't know if she does. I didn't check. Oh no, she doesn't. 221. Yeah, that's why it won't let you go on. Because I tried to go on with a friend of mine as well, and it didn't go on because of that. You need 1,000 followers.
TikTok. They said get your followers up. Dang, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of not them gatekeeping the live feature. Alrighty.
That is so funny, honestly. When I seen that, I was like, that is so petty.
It
But
is. It really is.
that is so
They
petty.
said we need you to put some content out for us first. We
Right.
gonna gatekeep it.
But I do
But
kind of
to
like that because honestly, just imagine like all the weird people and accounts that can just come on and just because when I thought, like you said earlier, you can find yourself on your For You page because TikTok actually has valuable information.
yeah. Mhm.
So that's probably why. That's probably why. Because I learn a lot of good information on the lives, and I feel like I provide a lot of good information on the lives.
Mhm.
Like definitely style. I want to do another read. I don't know. I just keep shuffling these cards. So let me do another collective read for us. This is a good conversation. I want to thank you, and we're definitely going to do this again. And I want you to definitely check out the videos on YouTube because I
Okay.
were you there for the other lives?
Yeah, just yesterday.
Oh, so yeah, you missed the whole gist of everything. And because you're a psychology, were you a psychology major?
No, that was one of my gen eds.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
That's lit. So what was your actual major?
Dance, performance, pedagogy, and choreography.
Are you serious?
Hmm.
You know I dance.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, I've been dancing since formally. I think we all been dancing, but dancing in the womb. But I've been dancing formally and technically training since I was 5. I actually just went to New York a couple of days ago to take classes and came back. So,
What did you take classes with?
I went to Brick House and then I went to Ripley.
Ripley, yeah. I
Hmm.
love Ripley. Ripley always got some stuff going on. And one of my, I wouldn't call her like a friend or girlfriend, but she just hosted a class up there.
Hmm.
I can't dance for the life of me. I'm cracking up. Dance is my life, to be honest. Like, if I didn't have dance, like, what is life without dance?
Every time I try to take a break, it's always gonna be a part of my life at like some way, but I'd be like, oh, take a break. I'm so sick of it. And somehow I always keep finding
Come,
myself back in class.
yeah,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. I was really glad that my
Wait, where
college
you
was
at?
not so strict. Right now I'm in Maryland. I was in Philly, but I'm in Maryland right now because I'm doing summer youth employment, and it just made sense for me to come back to the Maryland area. Um, but yeah, I was so glad that my college made it like you get to like we have gen eds that we need to take in a certain category, and I believe that interpersonal communication class was in the human behavior category. So you have gen eds and then you have the category that you need, but within that category, you have a variety of classes to choose from. And so I chose interpersonal communication. And you know what? It was that interpersonal communication class where I learned about attachment styles.
Hmm.
So it was very valuable.
That is interesting that they would put that into. That's interesting.
The human behavior.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, human behavior course. Yeah, I was like anxious, avoidant, and it really like, I feel like in a way, finding out about attachment styles triggered a part of, I don't want to call it my spiritual journey, but it just triggered a lot of like thought provoking um, questions about like why I was acting the way I was when it came to my interpersonal relationships and how um, codependent I was on how the other party was treating me in order to feel worthy.
Hmm.
So I was like, yeah, this
Like people
class,
pleasing.
absolutely, absolutely. We talked about boundaries. I was like, we talked about boundaries in this little human behavior course? Like, yeah, we talked about boundaries, attachment style, like verbal communication versus nonverbal communication. Like I can probably say it was one of my most enriching classes.
That sounds enriching, to be honest with you.
It was, and it was, I feel like it was so enriching because the teacher, the professor was so interactive. Like I know other sections of the class that probably weren't getting what my section of the class was getting because you could just tell that the professor cared, which is it's sad that you can just tell that sometimes people just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna get my check whether or not you pass. I'm coming in here for this little hour and 20 minutes, and you actually cared." So yeah,
Kids
that
can
was my
definitely.
major.
That is cool. Or do you plan on doing anything with it?
Um, right now I am just kind of existing. I felt like I do love dance, but being in the academic field of dance for 4 years and then half of that time being on Zoom was like, it was like, whoa, like I got a degree, I pursued it for 4 years, but for half of that, I was on Zoom dancing in my bedroom. So it was very emotionally taxing. We had a lot of people taking gap years, 2 gap years, dropping out, withdrawing. Like it
Wow.
was just, it was a lot. It was a lot. But I definitely do know that I like dance. I just want to find a way to make it more, um, not so competitive, not so competitive. Um, but I do want to travel with dance. I really, really, really like music. So I'd like to be on tour behind an artist one day, but that also involves being competitive, going to auditions and things like that. So I'm just kind of existing with it right now.
Okay. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I just gotta
Yeah,
go.
yeah, it's like I I'm a Taurus sun, Capricorn rising. So I like structure.
Yes.
And it's hard for me to just be like, I'm just going with the flow. When I went to New York, my train got in at 2 a.m. and my first class wasn't until 3 p.m. So hard for me not to make an itinerary, but I was like, I have to work on just going with the flow. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just existing, putting it out into the universe. And you know what is so crazy? I saw your video. I don't know when you posted it, but I saw your video where you were like, um, for my ego, I was gonna go DoorDash.
Yes.
And I was like, today, all day, I've been looking for jobs, 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 because my summer job is remote. So I'm basically getting paid to do nothing.
Here.
It's lit. It's lit. I'm literally getting paid to do no. We have one project a week that's due on Fridays. And she asked all of us, like, what are your strengths? Like, what are some of your technical skills that you have? Because the assignment for the end of the summer, which is literally, well, not end of the summer, but the end of the program, is to make a podcast. And I'm like, I do that all the time. So that's about to be slight work. Like,
Right.
I'm going to have so much time on my hands. So I was like, I need to get a second job. I need to get a second job. I need to do this work from home, or I need to go work at Target. And it's like, you're going to take this 6 weeks that you have and go work for somebody else's business
Instead of your own.
because you want that security. So
Which what we think of
I had to check myself.
security.
Like, do you really want to, like, is it worth the, like, couple $1,000s and the exhaustion that you're probably going to be feeling trying to work 2 jobs at the same time? Like, and I was like, yeah, I need to just sit here, be still, and work on my own business. So,
Literally, like voice just came out. And
oh,
it's
I have a New York hat on.
do you? Wow. I told you I can't make this shit up. Like I'm just sitting here just shuffling. That's amazing. Cause that's so true. And I think I posted that video today. Because love. Yep. Ooh, I want to tell you so bad, but Spirit told me I can't tell you, so I'm gonna just be quiet. Um, but just know that something great is coming into our life, and you met me for a reason.
Nice. Nice. No, I
Thanks.
really knew. Like when I asked to join the live and you were like, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that. I was just like, that was such a nice way to politely say no. I was like, the boundaries, the throat chakra is active, like, but you also did it with love. So I was like, yeah,
So much,
I
so
definitely have to
much.
join in.
I love that. Look, look. That was
We
amazing.
getting these hats.
Because
We
it's
getting these.
confirmation. I told you something great is coming for us. And I know what it is, but I can't tell you. Spirit told me not to tell you. And the only reason I can't tell you is because we're on live.
I
And,
understand. Hmm.
we don't need anything to block it, even if it's not even intentional. But I'm excited for this. Damn, I'm
Yay!
a whole bunch of New York in here too. And then D, yeah, this is awesome. I'm grateful for this conversation. I didn't even know you were homeschooled. You just taught me some information today. Love to love to love. Yes. Whoever Crystal Moon Spirit is, she just always shows up and just sends a bunch of positive energy. So shout out to you. I see you on here frequently and I appreciate the love. Um, but yeah, it's humor. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And it's so funny because I was supposed to be in DC right now. I don't know how far
Mhm.
you are in DC.
Like literally 20 minutes.
Yeah. Uh that's where well my cousin, she don't even really live in DC. Where is that at? Not Arlington,
Oh, Arlington's
but
Virginia. Yeah. But Arlington
it's
Arlington is literally like 10 minutes away from DC.
I know, but she where is she? It's not Arlington. I don't know if it's technically DC. What is in that area right there? What else is over there? Not PG County.
Is it
Not
Maryland or Virginia?
it's Maryland.
It's Maryland. Prince George's. There's like Hyattsville, Bowie,
Oxon? Oxon
Oxon
Hill?
Hill.
Yeah.
Oxon Hill, Maryland. Oh yeah, I'm close. Yeah. And that is still like 15 minutes away from DC.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I'm like, she's not actually in DC. It's something outside of it. But yeah.
Which is crazy because a lot of people would just like lump all of like DC, Maryland, or Virginia and just say DC. Like, which is crazy because there was a girl that went to the same college that I went to, and every time somebody asked her where she was from, she would say DC, but she was from Arlington. So I was like, babes, you could never hang with us.
But the funny thing is, the reason I know I'm from the East Coast, I'm from Delaware. That's where I am now. But I lived in Philly.
Oh, really? My sister's at
Yeah.
downstate right now.
Stop playing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm from Del
Yeah, my
State.
sister's at downstate.
That's
I mean, she's
crazy.
home for the summer, but yeah, she's going into her sophomore year. She's gonna be a vet.
Fire. That is fire. See how small this world is?
Tiny. It's so tiny.
It is very tiny. Um, but I went to I didn't finish college because I just
Mhm.
um, but I went to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. So I went to school with a lot of
College Park.
no. The funny thing was I was supposed to go to College Park, but I went to UMES. So
Oh,
I went to
got it.
HBTU. It was turn up, turn up, turn up. It was lit. Yeah, Inez, all the synchronicities is crazy. Like so crazy. And when I tell, well, you were on here yesterday. You seen we was just on a live, and remember when yesterday I was like, no, I'm not gonna let anyone on because people are weird. I just don't want anything inappropriate. This was Christian was the one who was requesting.
Yes, that's why I was like, it's so funny because I am far from it. I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum, but I was like, I understand that people have to do their vetting process because it's so crazy. I was out on a date like maybe a month ago to 6 weeks ago. And I just kept like he kept asking me questions and stuff that I felt like were invasive. And I kept saying, we're still strangers. I'm gonna keep vetting you. And it's just like such a red flag when a person is trying to rush the get to know you process, you know? So I was like, she has to go through her process, DM me, see that I'm a real person, not a fake page. And then in divine timing, I'll get on live.
Period. Yes. It's always about divine timing. At least Christian DM'd you to get on a live with you. Yeah, honestly, which was super dope. But that's how like sometimes that's why you just have to vet people out because remember I was talking about earlier, you just can't allow everyone access to your energy just because it's available. Like this is not Burger King for real. Like I don't know, very unhealthy to be honest. It's a good call though. I love it. Um, I'm not sure what she's talking about, but yeah, you can't allow everybody into your energy, to be honest with you. It's you just can't. Some things are just not supposed to happen, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that you love anybody less or love anybody more. It just simply means that it wasn't the divine time for that. That's it. That's it. going live. Did she agree? Did she going live? That answers a good call though. I love it. That seems a little passive aggressive. Let me go up. What's she talking about? Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, I believe it. Someone that's awesome of the love. Can I come? Oh, she asked, can she come on as a guest? At least creating that answers a good call though. I love it. Going live, agreed. No, not at all. I was saying, could I go live with you to go live? You do your research. That's amazing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's when like let me go back up and read everything. Let me go back up and read everything. I was saying, could I go live with you? What did you want to discuss?
I think she was saying like the fact that you do the vetting process that answers her request. Like that answers the question to can I go live with you? I think that's what she was saying was that. Yeah, that's what she was saying. She was saying, okay, I asked to go live, but you didn't accept it yet. So, me saying that I asked to go live with you yesterday, and then you were like, no, I have to do my vetting process. I think she was saying, oh, that answer, well, I got my answer. I'm not getting on.
Okay. Because I was like,
Yeah,
wait.
I think that's what she was saying was like, oh, I got my answer. I got to go through my vetting process first.
Okay, because I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, because sometimes when people be like, well, that answers it. It's like, whoa, what's that tone? What's that tone? It's text. It's text. We can't read the voice tonality.
Facts, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I definitely, I mean, I've seen you on here before, but I still would have to go. Like, I'm still definitely going through the vetting process. Definitely, definitely, definitely. But if we want to go, tomorrow is Tuesday. So we're going on the same time tomorrow, 7:15. So if you want to grab, awesome. So it just DM me please because I'll forget even if you just send like a little heart or something just so I know it's your page. Because after my live, sometimes I get a lot of notifications and I can miss them. So just DM me and I'm in cool and it's 222. Where's that? Hawaii? I know Hawaii got weird names like that. My friend lived in Hawaii for a little while. Okay, I thought so.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, I love to be a culture queen. Let me find out. Howard, that's so funny. But nah, that's dope. I'll definitely check you out and then we can definitely hop on tomorrow. And you guys, it's getting close to the first, so please grab your Power of Awareness books so we can start that. And then check out the part. Yes, healing just popped out. I'm just sitting here pulling cards and talking to y'all. This is so beautiful. Peace. I love that. I think, is Hawaii an hour behind? No, Hawaii is a few hours behind from here. I'm tripping. I'm thinking I'm still somewhere else.
They're 6 hours behind.
They are. They are. I'm like, they're a few hours. Because my friend was in Guam, and Guam and Hawaii, I think, is only that hour difference, if I'm not mistaken. I'm like, who goes to Guam? Like, but I don't know.
I don't know. The plane ticket might have been affordable. There's just like the countries. You just go on the Delta airline site and just be like, all right, when is it cheap?
Right, the government was just like, we're just going to drop you all off here in Guam. I'm located in Delaware. I'm on the East Coast. That's where I am currently. That is where I am currently. Oh my gosh. It is 8:24 already. I always say I'm gonna be on these lives for a short amount of time. Oh yeah, very far. Yeah, I'm like, I'm super, super far. I was thinking I'm like in LA time because the sun is still out. It's still lit. I see the trees and stuff. And when I was in LA, I was talking to my friend who was in Guam. And Guam, I think, is an hour away from Hawaii. That's where my brain was at. But I am nowhere near Hawaii right now. Nowhere. But I would love to be there. But tomorrow, order. Right on time. Tomorrow we're going to I'll sit on this. Tomorrow we're gonna come on at 7:15 again. Please make sure you DM me, Crystal Moon Spirit, because I would love to hear your voice. That just came at the bottom of the deck. This is fun. I think I'm gonna just use the cards in conversation because it's just like an extra little zest. Do you know what I mean? Like it just.
Yeah, it was really wild when you pulled that New York hat card.
Did you,
That was
what was
really
even
wild.
wilder was the damn look, and I just it popped out again too when you said that. That's crazy. But what was even older when I was like, I feel like someone is watching me, and you know who it is, y'all? It's my ex. I know who it is. He don't want to see me with nobody else so bad. I'm like, boy, you are such a weirdo. Like, and I'm about to get this paper. He don't even know. Hustle.
Mm,
He don't even know. He's mad.
mm. No, my
But
goodness. My sister and I were just talking about that today. How, like, I don't even know what to call it. I can't call him that. I can call him my sperm donor. My sperm donor, he looks at the relationships of the people that he knows that are married and having marital challenges and has issues with the wife for being like, I'm done. I need to get a divorce. So it's like when you said, like, oh, he's mad, he's mad. It's just like, why the dudes wait till the last minute to be like, oh, I missed out? Like, we be talking about the same issues. Hey, you need to work on your communication. Hey, I don't really like, how you're interacting with this person and that person. It makes me uncomfortable. And then the moment when you say, you know what? I gotta protect my energy and stop talking. Oh, why you doing all this? You gonna treat me like that? You gonna treat me like I'm nothing? So that was just what I was like.
truth, it just popped out at the bottom when you said it. Because as soon as we start speaking the truth, they start to get so they don't even know how to act. They don't even know how to act. Not all of them, but the immature ones. Cause child, like I pulled out that instinct or superstition card earlier when he said like when I got that feeling, I'm like I feel like somebody's just like what I could feel because I feel how much age you watch, but I talk about how like I'm clairaudient and clairvoyant and stuff. So in empathic. So I'm like, okay, I can feel things. So literally when I hop on a live earlier, like I can feel someone sitting on their phone, like with so much anger and animosity looking at their screen, like I really hurt them. And I'm like, I did nothing to you. Because I'm not even the type of person to do anything bad to somebody. Like you really have to like kill my dog or something to like no, seriously, like you really have to do something so heart wrenching to me, like so heart wrenching. And because I've had some disgusting things done to me before, and I still didn't retaliate because that's just not the type of person that I am. So when I don't retaliate to people, it gets them even madder. And I'm just like, can you just leave me alone, please? Yes, I'm an empath. I'm like, can you just leave me alone, please? Like, just leave me alone. Like, I don't want to argue. Like, we can still be friends. Like, we're cool. And that eats people up so much because it's like when you pull back all of your energy from people, they be like, what else am I supposed to feed on? Like, and I'm just like, well, I don't know.
But
Like,
that tells you that they're a vampire. They just expose themselves. They're an energy vampire.
yes, they are. Yes, they are. And I ain't even finished
And
up.
you know what? Somebody that I used to be friends with, I was like, you're going 2 and 3 weeks without talking to me. Like you text me and ask me a question, I respond. You don't respond for 3 weeks. Oh, I'm so sorry, I was busy. And that keeps being a cycle for like months. And so I finally got to my wits end and was like, yeah, like I think it's time for me to quietly disengage. And the next thing I know, she is posting me on her, so not at this time we had not spoken in 2 years. And she's posted me on her social media saying, I know that Christian hates me. When
What?
did I say that?
You are so strange.
Because I put my energy back, I hate you? Right.
But
But
yes,
projection is crazy.
it's so crazy. But yes, Inez, I just read your comment. It did give me that. That's how I knew it was him. It gave me that creepy feeling
The one
because
that was, are you talking about the person that you were addressing and they were like, you're a scammer? Oh, okay.
he's so let me tell, and I don't even be putting my personal business out here, but I feel like I'm on FaceTime right now with my girlfriend. So I'm just about to tell you all this story because it's over now. And I'm excited to really have people in my life. And it's for anyone who is doing anything for yourself, I'm trying to tell you, and this is guidance for somebody. Don't expect people that are in your life right now to want better for you. And let me tell you why. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them and their own shortcomings. Okay? It is extremely hard for people, and that goes for some of even the people closest to you. It is extremely hard for people to see you do better because they're stuck in where they are and they feel like they cannot do better. It's not that they can't do better. They feel like they cannot do better. And because they have those own insecurities and their own shortcomings within themselves, they will project that onto you and they will try to keep you in that box that they placed you in, okay? Listen, if you want to create a digital with me and Christian, we can go a video call. I'm cracking up. No, seriously. And I freaking hate group chats. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate freaking group chats. But I would do like a FaceTime video call. Or Inez, you gotta get your followers up so you can hop on the TikTok live with us. You feel me? You gotta get your paper up.
That's interesting that you say that because I feel that with my sperm donor, I feel like he hates me.
Do you have a baby? Why do you keep saying his sperms?
When I say my sperm donor, I'm talking about my dad, but I
Oh.
can't call him my I can't call him my dad or my father because he did not do fatherly duties. He just was physically present. So that's why I call him my sperm donor. But I feel like he hates me, honestly. Like it got to the point where not me being a mother, not me being a mother.
You're kind of
It just
young
got
to
to
be
the
a mother.
it's crazy because I have three younger siblings, and when I used to go out with the youngest one, people used to think she was my daughter. So that's
My
crazy.
little brother is the same. I'm like,
I'm
dude, look.
like, no, I was like, I'm 15. I'm not your 3-year-old. 12? Pregnant at 12? Um, but no, like it got to the point where on Father's Day, I didn't even say anything to him because it's like I am having to go to therapy and do the inner work that you didn't do. So it's like I should be saying Happy Father's Day to me. Like, I'm saying Happy Father's Day to me because I'm having to go behind you and father myself. And I feel like he hates me. And it's like I feel like he hates me because like you said, the not entertaining, like just pulling your energy back and not entertaining the person that is just flying off the handle and it makes him so mad when I like when he's just like having an emotional outburst and I asked him like it seems like you're really bothered right now. What emotions are you dealing with? And he, I don't want to talk about emotions. Whew. Alrighty. Alrighty.
I
So
I got a video on that where I talk about our parents and how we're more emotionally intelligent than their generation, right? His
I
past.
saw that one. I
You
saw
seen
that
that?
one. Yeah, I saw that one. And his dad wasn't in his life to the point where when my paternal grandfather was passing away and in the hospital, it was like a, oh, do I go? Do I not go? Do I go? And so I feel like because he was physically present, he feels like he's 1,000 times better. And it's like, nah, you were physically present, but you were abusive. So it's kind of like you might as well have not even been there because I probably would have been better off had you not been there at all because you're sitting there setting the standard for what a man and what a potential mate is supposed to be for four girls, but you're being abusive. So,
And that's his karma right there. Four girls. That's crazy.
four girls, and he be acting crazy about our love interest. And it's like, babes, you can't want the best for our mates, but you treat our mom like shit.
Yeah.
That's not how this works.
You
That's
gotta,
that's that's hypocritical. You gotta set the standard.
Lead and show.
Not Happy Father's Day to me. Thank
I
you.
was cracking up. She said happy belated. I was like,
Thank
period.
you. Happy Father's Day to me. I'm doing the work.
And you are. And that is so true. She said it's so hard. It's so hard to connect with someone who is emotionally closed. Um, and it's so true. And I see something about soul contracts. Yep. She said his past traumas and soul contracts. And I just want to talk about soul contracts for a second because that is so fucking true. Oh my God. Soul contracts is something that I'm doing more research on, and I know it's gonna come to me more when I gotta stop smoking because my dreams come clear when I don't smoke. And I don't think it has anything to do with the weed. I think it has something to do with the tobacco and my nervous system when I'm sleeping. Right? So
Mm,
when where was I going with that? Where was I going with that? Where was I going with that?
the dreams and the soul
The soul
contract.
contracts. In this relationship, the one that I just got out of that I was telling y'all about, um, before I went into that rant, that's what it did. Before I went into what I was just going into, I knew it was him because I had got a, like I said, I had got a, I can feel attacks. Like anytime you're getting spiritually attacked, you'll start to see like a lot of flies around you. You might start to see a lot of birds.
Bugs have been flying onto my face and dying.
Yeah.
Like all the past 2 weeks when I'm outside, I was on a walk today. 6 bugs came on my face and died.
Wow. Yeah. Love love spells, birds are a warning. They can be crows specifically. If you start to see a lot of crows, now if you see like cardinals or she said I thought it was the heat. I'm cracking up. Nah. I mean it could be the heat, but you'll know, you'll feel it.
It's the placement. Like, okay, but
Yeah,
it's
you'll feel
it's
it.
it's bugs, it's insect season, but you think a bug would like maybe land on your leg or land on your arm, bite you and just leave, but like multiple bugs flying onto my face and dying. Like I feel something on my face, I touch it and it's like a dead bug.
Damn, you got
So
hater.
yeah, I need to make sure I do my cleansings.
Definitely stay on top of your cleansings. Stay on top of my cleansings. Um,
Especially because I am energy sensitive. Um, because like sometimes it's not even me. Like it could be a spiritual attack, but it's not even me.
Yep,
So
comes from somewhere else.
yeah.
And that's how it is. Like, that's how it is. And that's how it is. Definitely gotta be cleansed, stay cleansed. She
And
said,
that's why I've been wearing my hat more. Like I gotta cover my crown chakra because I like when I'm traveling, I'm on Amtrak and stuff. Like I'm in all these public places. I notice that I feel more exposed when my hair is just out.
yes,
So I had it up, had it up, and I feel much better.
facts. That's like so the defense. Yep. It's imperative. It's imperative. And then the respect came out, and you see how her hair is wrapped. Cleanse like Palo. Yeah, it's Palo Santo. You cleanse with that, but you gotta take it a step further and actually do baths. You gotta submerge yourself in water and put some sea salt in your bath, or if you don't have a bath, then you need to do it in the shower. And another one is basil as well. I make like a basil concoction with some sea salt and I'll pour that all over my body. Or if y'all don't into taking baths, because I don't know, some people don't like baths. Some people don't even like to wash up. You just put some. I'm so serious.
No, because I walked past some pretty interestingly smelling people in New York, and I was like, whoo.
And I don't judge nobody, to each his own, but you still gotta cleanse yourself. Um,
Mhm.
She said, or do y'all? I do. I definitely cleanse. I personally can't smoke cleanse because I'm trying to find more ways. So if you don't smoke cleanse, water cleanse. Yeah, like Crystal Moon Spirit said, go to ocean, go near water. Oh shoot, I almost forgot all about that. Go near water, go near a pond, go near a lake, take a shower. If you can't do smoke, you can also use crystals. I use crystals a lot, especially if I'm home, because where I am in Delaware, it's not really a lot of bodies of water. You're very welcome.
I
Um,
feel like you can also do you can also do like body scans and setting your intentions for the day, and then zip yourself up from your feet to your head.
So what she means by that is do light meditation. So what light meditation is however you want to do it, you close your eyes and you visualize a white light surrounding you, like she said, starting from your feet all the way up to your crown, and it surrounds you like a bubble. It's like a safe space, and you can also chant positive affirmations. So that's what she means by what you just said.
Body scan.
Body scan. Yeah, that's what she means by body scan. Because I know somebody was going to ask to go in deeper to that. Yes, I love an educated queen. See, this young generation, I love, yo, for real. Because y'all got way more common sense than the people I be trying to. Jeez, it's like y'all actually use y'all brains. And it's like, it feels so weird even talking like that self love. I love it. Because y'all, we on this. From my generation down, I use crystals and cast a spell, a positive one. Yeah, spells are basically just intentions. That's all. And people don't even know it. And light a candle. Yep, ain't nothing wrong with rituals or spell work. I do that shit all the time. I got my protection candle right now going on. Like, play with somebody else. Um, you
I've been
gotta
having
sleep.
a difficult time sleeping though. Like I've been waking up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. for like every day the past like month. And I noticed that when I do light my white candle, I can sleep better.
I'm about to say you up at between you up at spirit. That's a spirit call.
Yeah, 2 and 3 a.m. And it's like I don't have to go to the bathroom. So it's not like a all right, I had to go to the bathroom, get back in the bed type vibe. It's like I open my eyes, I look at the clock, 2:30. I'm like, what y'all want to talk about? What
Yeah.
y'all want to talk about at 2:30? Um, but yeah, as soon as I light that candle, and it's funny because I'm the type of person where I like a pitch black dark room. So sometimes you would think that me lighting the candle would just make me stay wide awake, but it helps. It makes me go to sleep.
And that's it. So what she just said is very true. I have learned that they keep you from psychic attacks. They do. That's why I keep one lit. And you know how you said you sleep a lot more comfortably when you have them lit? Anytime you wake up around those hours, is something that's going on in your life that you need to pay attention to. Your spirit, God, whatever you consider, they're trying to get you to see something.
Hmm.
Like you must be going through a transitional period. Anytime I start waking up around that, I'm in a transition, like spiritual transition, ascension. You talking to me, so I already know you going through a change because I people only come through to me and when they ready for growth. Like I don't do nothing else but that. I don't even deal with stagnancy. Look, respect. You see how our hair look the same? That's hilarious.
Yeah, the waking up thing. Well, it's always been a thing since I was like 15. The 3 a.m. started when I was like 15, but I noticed that it happens more when the time changes in April. Because like daylight savings. I noticed that it happens a lot more April through November.
Oh, that's
Um,
spring and summer solstice. So that's basically we're going. And I was just telling Shot, one of my friends, this. We sleep less during that time, and it's because we don't require as much sleep. So we're literally like, you know how bears go into hibernation
mhm,
in the wintertime?
mhm.
People don't look at it that way, but our bodies do that. Like we go into
That 1 hour really makes a difference, and it's crazy that people will gaslight you and be like, "Oh, that 1 hour, like that's really doing something." It really is.
Especially if you're tuned in, because it has nothing to do with the time. It's the seasons. It's the
Right,
cycles. The same way the
right.
moon goes in cycles, the earth goes, all of that is in cycles. So we're the same being. We're this is the avatar here. So we're going with the cycles with everything. So April is spring solstice, and going into up into November would be considered the summer solstice. So that's when we sleep less. Look, sexuality is more fluid. We outside, you know, vibrant is the word that I'm looking for. We have more energy, and our downloads is going to be more active, because this is the time that we need to be executing. We outside. That's why Black people, we outside. Like, like you said earlier, we outside.
Yeah, that's how I be like, speak to me through dreams. I want sleep. That's what I'm saying. They wake me up and I'm like, and I'm like, can we do this in dreamland?
No,
Cause
they say get up. We
baby,
got a message for you.
mm-mm. The last the last vivid dream that I had was somebody coming to me and being like, "You're the best sex I ever had." I was like, I was like, so that's what your subconscious wants to say? Because we not talking right now. I was like, not you exposing yourself. I was like, not you exposing yourself. It is crazy because I'm very inexperienced. So for him to be like that, I was like, I think it's just my energy. I think it's just that when you have somebody that's not like, oh, you look cute and I know I'm fine, so let's do this. It wasn't even like that. It was like, he was talking about soul contracts. It was like that. So it's like, yeah, it's gonna be good when you actually like the person.
Right.
But
This.
yeah, that was the last vivid dream I had. They haven't really been talking to me through dreams. They've been talking to me more so through um visual items. Like, I'll ask, like, show me this, show me, uh show me a monkey. I'll be like, show me a monkey for XYZ, and they'll show me a monkey. Or I'll be like, show me a purple car. And they show me a purple car.
And I just pulled these cards, and I was sitting here with them. I didn't know who they were for, but the top one is angel and this one is healing. So it might have been for you, Ines. But that is so true, what you just said too, Christian. That's so wild. It's just so much innovation coming in for us. Change. Yes. This is great, y'all. This is great. Damn, this is great. You say, yeah, that's what I wanted to share. They say they only come to you. Yeah, the dreams. I got a great download last night. So,
What were you saying? Us white girls too.
oh,
What was she saying?
when I was like, us Black people be outside, and she was like, us white
Oh,
people.
oh,
I was like, nah, they
oh.
do be outside, like, because I be outside with my
Yes,
white
I
friends.
went to a Juneteenth event, and the amount of not as heavily melanated people that were there, I was like, interesting.
Like, I love it. And honestly, that's why like for me, I always say that, well, I don't say it on all of it, but I'm like, I'm a people's person. Like, I do not care what color you are. Like, I don't care. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I look at your character. As long as you're not one of those people that be like, oh no, I don't see it. No, you do. Bitch, I'm brown. Like, you see me, like, stop playing. Like,
Don't invalidate my experience.
right, don't invalidate my experience. You feel me? Like, don't do that. And it's like, that was a whole agenda that I was about to go into, but I ain't gonna go too much into it. But long story short, just love yourself. Like, just love yourself to know that you are enough, and you don't have to be anybody else to be lit. Like, you don't gotta be us to be lit. Like, you don't gotta be Black to be lit. You don't gotta, like, you don't. Like, you can be whoever and be lit. Like, don't get it fucked up. We lit. Like, we the littest at the end of the day. I'm sorry. Like, out of everything, respectfully. Like, we created this shit. And the people who know that is the people that I fool with. And I don't care what color you are, but you gotta know that. If you don't know that, then I can't fool with you. Because at the end of the day, you living in a blasphemous world. You living in delusion, and that's where I don't stay at. You feel me? But as long as you know that, you cool with me. I don't care what I was guys. That's just how I'm feeling. Like I always been feeling like that, and that's so funny. Rebellion came out, but seriously, and that's where the world needs to be. Because if the world was like that, racism wouldn't even exist. Racism literally exists because it was one person who felt like they wasn't enough, and they literally had to belittle another race so bad to make themselves feel greater. That's what the fuck racism is. Let's keep it a bean. Like that shit weird for real. Like just be you and let us be us. That's it. It's never that deep. But I like the people that I attract. And I grew up with, I live in Delaware. If y'all know anything about Delaware, there ain't nothing but them here. Like, you feel me? Without saying it, because I don't want to be rude or because we on TikTok. But y'all know, y'all feel me? Like, my best friends, when I was younger, like, love her to death. Her name's Sierra, freaking Allison. Like, come on. Because we wasn't raised on that. My angels, like, we was raised on love. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that other stuff. We look at people for who they are. Hello, I didn't know that, but you can tell by the names. Yeah. I love them to death. Like, Like, I got pictures. I'll show y'all pictures. Like, they was like, I'm talking about Caucasian. Like, we used to go hiking, do s'mores. I'm talking about, like, Italian, like, what? Yes. Yes. They used to come pick me up. Like, me and Allison got this picture. We was in the pool. Allison was so damn pale, yo. She was so pale. And I was so damn dark. Like you couldn't even see like me. Like it was just like a shadow with my little smile. And the
But
pool
that's
was so
summertime melanin.
funny. Summertime, bruh.
Summertime.
It was so funny, but nah, that's my baby. She was just such a good-hearted person. Her mom and her father were beautiful, beautiful people. And her mom and my mom actually had the same name. Their name is Dawn.
That's my mom's name.
Shut the fuck up.
What the? That's my mom's name. DAWN.
Yo, that's cat. That's cat. Call your mom.
That's crazy. Literally, you're in Delaware. My sister go to Del State. Dancers. My mom's name. That's crazy. That is crazy. I was
Oh
like,
my God. That's wow. But nah, that is whoa. I'm finna lose my marbles too. Wow, that is
yeah, that's my mom's name. And I'll be joking with her. I'll be like, so you have a whole dishwashing liquid? She'll be like, yeah. Need to get some shareholders.
that is
Shareholder.
crazy.
I know.
What?
Yeah, that's my mom's
Nah,
name.
nah. Spirit is playing with me right now. I have days like this, but
Yeah.
you're blowing my mind. Right. That is crazy. Dang, that is crazy. Your mom name really doing for real?
Yes. Dawn Lanice. Dawn Lanice.
I thought we were gonna ask y'all last name because if I find out we family, I'm just gonna. Yeah,
Oh, my
like I don't even have time for that. Jeez.
yeah, my uncle is a high school basketball coach at Dover High.
Dover. Okay,
Mhm.
no, I don't.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't know about Dover.
Mhm. Yeah, and then my mom went to University of Delaware for her undergraduate, I think.
So your mom probably know a few people. Like we probably know some of the same people for real. She what? How old your mom? Like 50, 60, 50?
Yeah, she's 50. 54,
Yeah.
53, 53, 54.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've definitely probably known some of the same people. This world is very small. Next thing y'all say is both of y'all mothers were besties for real. And honestly, like, but my mom didn't really hang out with college kids. My mom was like, she was a street runner for real, for real. My mom was an Aries. Y'all know how Aries are. They just wild, child. God, Aries is wild. So I don't think that our moms will know each other, but I got a feeling like your mom hang out or knows people that I would know. Cause like I said, I got like older clientele, older people that I just know in business and stuff like that. Older, especially like Black women and stuff, people in education, like I know different principals and teachers. You
Yeah,
feel
my aunt is a principal. I don't know what the name of the school is, but my aunt is a principal, and then my uncle works at Dover High.
yeah,
But
aunt is a principal where at?
I don't know the name of the school, but I know it's an elementary
Yo, what's your
school.
aunt name?
Yvette?
Okay, no, I thought it was Miss Hickman.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Valerie
Yeah.
Hickman.
Yeah.
But that's a very cool name. That is crazy. I know. We just sitting here having a whole conversation. Like it's this is refreshing now. This is different. I like this. Honestly, past life definitely gotta be past life. It was a message I got from Spirit. Yeah, I agree. And you want to know why I said that? Because when Spirit gave me that, like Spirit gave me a download earlier, and I still can't tell her, but I seen it, and it was like a Akashic record type replay. I'm like, oh really? And then it was like, yeah, but it showed me like us like tribal dancing, like us, like it was crazy. I
Oh
love
my goodness, that's crazy because I kind of like was going through like something where I was getting a lot of visions in October of 2022, and I had asked my spirit guides and stuff to show me like what do I do? Like do I come to every lifetime as a dancer? And they had showed me dancing around a fire pit,
Yup.
and it kind of looked like I was like it looked like Hawaiian or like Samoan or something like that. And that's funny because I get like when I used to have longer hair, my hair used to be
Long
like
jet black hair. It was jet black. It has to be
yes,
jet black. Yep.
yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes. And my hair, when my hair was longer, I would straighten it and I would get, are you Filipino? So yeah, they had shown me something that was like it was like Samoan, Hawaiian. I was dancing around a fire pit and I had like a luau around my neck. So I don't know. Just, I think I reincarnate as a dancer every time.
Yeah, it's in us. It's a part of our Akashic record. It's something that can never be destroyed, like ever. And
Oh,
even if you put it down, like you'll even find yourself just.
all the time. I was in line at TJ Maxx, and this man behind me was like, "Are you a dancer?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "So that's why you can't stay still." And I was like, "That was a backhanded comment. Don't do that. I'm a little ADD. I'm a little ADD, and I like music. So yeah, I never stop moving." But he was like, "Are you a dancer? Is that why you can't? Is that why you can't stay still?"
That is crazy. I literally seen that though. Like I get the well, I ain't gonna hold you. My gifts keep us like getting more like more and more gifted, I guess. Because before I could used to only hear things. Now I'm starting to I can used to only hear and feel things. Now I can feel things and see things. Like I gotta go. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Love you, Inez. See you tomorrow. We'll be here at 7:15. Have a good night. It is getting late. Damn, it's 9 o'clock, girl. I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes because this is really good. I'm enjoying this right now. Um, because then I gotta go chill. It's my early day. tomorrow. Dang, what was I about to say? We was talking about something, Akashic record. We was
You're
talking about
talking about clairaudient, clairsentient.
yes. So now I'm starting to see visions. So like it was crazy because for instance, like I've been getting I've been getting a lot of readings about like because once I broke in this crazy because I've been getting the same reading for like 3 4 years. Once what is human resonance? Yeah. It was so crazy. I don't know. Maybe she paused it. Okay. So
Okay, I'm back.
okay.
Yeah,
And
my little remember that time limit thing I told you about? It had popped up. It was like you have been on TikTok for too long.
I
That's what
love
that
that's
was.
why you seen I'm like, okay, we're gonna give it 10 more minutes because we had this is like 2 hours almost. Rocking out, but this was good, and I'm gonna save this. I don't know if I'm gonna post it up on a YouTube, but I'm gonna save it and watch it back myself because this is interesting. But I can see shit now. Like it's weird. Like I could be sleep, or if I'm in a deep meditative state enough, and like it sounds so crazy, but I seen like my sister was talking about me, like saying bad things about me. And she was talking to me about her boyfriend. But when she was talking about me to them, I could see where she was like standing at. Like the boyfriend was sitting on the couch and she was standing in the kitchen. Even though I wasn't there, I could see that happening. And it was like I was like a bystander, like a you know what I mean? Like I was in the room,
Mhm.
but I wasn't in the room. And at
Mhm.
first I thought I was like tripping, but then long story short, fast forward, and this is like stuff that's coming to me like within these past, I would say 2 years, but it's super strong now that I'm detoxing. Like I only eat one meal a day now. I don't really drink sodas anymore. I don't do dairy. I don't do meat. Like I literally had to flush out my kidneys, my liver, my lungs, everything. And now that I've done that, it's starting to become stronger. Another thing had happened, like I don't know, it's somebody that's coming into my life or whatever the case may be. Personality is so funny. Somebody that's coming into my life. I had a dream about him even the other day, but he was talking to me like this was good things, like good things. His friends, and they
Mhm.
were like all sitting around, and it was like I was there, but I wasn't there. This shit was crazy. Like it was crazy. So whenever and it's so funny because you said something about waking up at 2 3 in the morning. Anytime I develop my gifts further, it's always at that time because in order to do this type of work you need it to be so quiet, like the world need to be quiet when you do this shit, you feel me?
Mhm.
The world needs to be quiet.
Mhm.
So courage, I love that. And then with the angel right at the bottom, um reflection.
Yeah, you gotta
You
sit up
practice
in the
affirmation?
morning. You gotta sit up in the morning and reflect.
Do you do mirror work?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, do more mirror work.
Mhm. I'll be in my mirror like Issa on Insecure.
Yep. Literally. Me too. Me too. We're gonna have a good
Literally,
night
yes. I've
show.
been doing so much like how do I say it without exposing myself? Like alchemy of sexual energy by myself.
You're
And
true.
it's like I notice like my confidence went up, but like the way that men approach me is like changing.
Hmm. I love that. And you know what I've seen somewhere too, speaking of that in that context in regard to the um so for me it's something more so that I can feel. I know some people when they read energy they can do like colors and all of that. Like I don't see colors. I can just feel it. Like I feel it and then I see it too, if that makes sense. But it's not really like a hue of color. It's more like vibration. Um, dang, but I was about to piggyback off of something that you just said.
Was it
For
sex magic or
the
something
sex,
else?
oh, how men approach you. So can you read my energy now? I can, but honestly, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like tapping into nobody's energy. I just don't. But I can, and if you want to do that tomorrow, we can. But I'm just tapped out, and I'm actually about to get off of here in 4 minutes. But I seen somewhere what you just said is so true. I seen somewhere and they were talking about like revealing clothing and like skin tight clothing. I love it. She's so peaceful. You seem like an older woman. Like you're so respectful. Like I don't know. I'm getting between like, oh, this is why I hate fucking picking up on energy. Let me stop. 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 Look, you see me? Like,
No, because it's not typical for somebody that is older than you and technically you're elder to respect a younger person's boundaries. That's like not stereotypically what happens.
and it's I
Because
love
they be acting entitled.
they do. That is so true. And it's damn that makes sense. That's probably why a lot of people don't like me too, because I
That's why my dad hates me.
yo, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, damn, that's probably why people don't fuck with me because I be like, no, we have to set down. And it's so funny because I was about to read it and then I was thinking that I'm like between like 40, mid 40s and early 50s. And then she said 47. I'm like, listen, because I picture, I don't know, I just seen it. And it's so funny because what you just said just hit me like a ton of fucking bricks. Because I really do get a lot of respect from older people. You know what I mean? And they do respect the boundaries and stuff like that. And for some people, they may look at that as intimidating or like a like who the hell does she think she is type of thing. It's like, bitch, I'm a human fucking being. You know what I mean? Like you can't just come to me any type of way. And I just because you're older doesn't really mean anything. It's like, oh, like you've been in this hellhole longer than me. Like, what do you want, a fucking cookie? Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like I feel like you gotta give respect to everybody, even kids. Like I don't like when people and we learn that in childhood to just disregard our own boundaries and people please. And that's not okay. That's why there's so many people that just don't even know how to set healthy boundaries for themselves. Like I respect the shit out of my nephews. Like if they don't want something, okay. Like if you're done with that, that's fine. Let's be done with it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, no, you're little. You gotta do what I say. No. Like, why would I disrespect that young man's boundary like that? What is wrong with me? Like, but people don't be looking at life like that. But people also don't think that kids grow up. I don't know why. I think people just think that kids gonna be kids forever. That's not fucking true. We grow the fuck up and we become our own person. A person that might not even fuck with you at the end of the day because like you was being weird when we was kids. Now you being fucking weird.
You were gonna say something about sex magic and men approaching you in revealing clothing.
Yeah, so I seen something somewhere about like women who wear skin tight clothing attract a certain level of man, and women who wear a certain different, like not as skin tight or I wouldn't say less revealing, but it's done in a more
Like more modest. Like the modesty is a spectrum. So you're saying like more modest.
exactly. Thank you for that. Very, and that is so true because I know I will. That's all I wanted to say is that that is very that somewhere,
You
and that's
attract different types of energy with different types of clothes.
you
Gosh.
do. You attract different types of energy with different types of clothes.
It's funny because I wear my hats when I'm out, like to protect my crown chakra, and then I'll put a scarf around my hat, but I'm not Muslim. But I'll get like, "Have a beautiful day, sister." Like, "You're so beautiful, sister." And I'll be like, "Thank you."
No, for real. Like it's just a different level of respect. Like that's how it is with my natural hair. Like I don't know what it is. People love the shit out of this afro. Like you look beautiful, queen. I love the fro. I'm just like, come on. Like I literally just rolled out of bed this morning, bro. Like don't gas me.
Effortless.
I just took the braids out. Like I didn't have no time to get anything else done.
It's always the days where you're like, "Oh, this is a bad hair day," in quotations, that people are like, "Love your hair." It's like, it's the no effort.
Right, literally. They're also putting off different thermals energy as well as clothes. Yeah, yeah, because I swear, like when I wear, because I'm a very modest, I like that word. I'm a very modest woman, and I really don't wear like revealing clothing, like hoochie-ish clothing. And when I do it, it's very tasteful. It's like I might do like a little slit up. Like my thing is, I'm either gonna give you a little bit of leg or a little bit of
A
boob.
little bit of chest, a little bit
Yeah,
of
you're
chest,
not
or a
gonna
little
get
bit of leg.
right.
Yeah.
You can't get both because that's too much.
Yeah.
So, and then if I do a little leg, then I might do the little slit on the side. You feel me? So it's like, all right, you really got to use your imagination. I'm not going to have the whole ass out, the whole leg. No, we're not doing none of that. Um, it's so fun because you do attract. I feel like I've always attracted, and that's another reason why that ex was so mad because I've always attracted a certain level of man, like wealthy type. You feel me? And not even on no like I'm in love with a rich, but I'm talking about like husband type material men. You feel me? Like men that actually like, let me take care of you type. You feel me? Like stand up men. It's not like, oh, I just want to hit it and quit it. It's like, nah, I want to invest in this girl. Like I want to invest in this young woman. And that's look style. I can't make this shit up. And like people will try to like, and he used to always just want me to like just wear shit like this. Like, oh well, you know, I'm just like, no, like that's not even my style. Granted, I'll throw that shit on, but that's not me. You feel me? Because I just know what kind of energy and what kind of
That
man that
comes with.
with. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they so thirsty. Like
All attention isn't good attention.
it's not like, and I don't care what anybody say. It is not good. I mean, you can always alchemize it to what you want it to be, but at the end of the day, that type of attention for a woman is just you already know what you're going to get out of it. You feel me?
It's this lustful energy.
Yeah. You're all so beautiful. I'm straight. I'm cracking up. Thank you. Thank you so much. I said I'm getting off of here. It's 9:30. All right, y'all. This is so beautiful. Thank you for joining.
Thank you
Thank
for having me.
You're very welcome. And I'm sure this will not be the last. I'm gonna come on tomorrow. You're very welcome, love. I'm gonna come on tomorrow, spirituality. Yes. Consistency every day. I enjoy this. Like I said, 300, 3 million. We add it every day. I'll be on tomorrow at like 7:15. And I'm gonna put up the other videos for you guys. And keep posted if you are you going to any dance workshops soon? Like another
Yeah, I've been reaching out to people like my connects in the DMV area to see like even if it's just a volunteer so that I can like take classes for free. So that's what I've literally been doing all day.
Aspire. Let me know if there's anything going on in like DC ish. Because I can
Okay.
come down to DC and then I'll
Okay.
be on the lookout for like Ripley and stuff. But I've been trying to stay out of New York because there's been so much shit going on up there, to be honest with you. So
Mhm.
I've been a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie, but I'll come to
Mhm.
DC.
Understandably so. Understandably so.
Love you more. I think it'll verify you guys when I come on. If not, then I'll make sure I like send DMs and stuff like that for sure. But you're very welcome. But yes, keep me posted. This is so beautiful. You're such a great
Yeah.
spirit. Like, how old are you again? 22?
I'm 22.
Turn us up. Yes. That was such a good year for me. Like, I fucked my whole life up at 22, but I don't even care because I would not take it back. Like, I just went through life. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you get out of school, you don't know, first job, first car, relationship, move to a different state. I had a different attitude. Like, and I failed forward. That's what I like to call it. I failed forward because life is really the best teacher.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
really is. No institution got anything on life, baby. I'm trying to tell you. It'll give you so many different lessons you ain't even know you need it. But let me get out of
Life,
here.
life, life university.
That's
Life University. All right. Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for everybody that joined, and I will see you next
yes,
time.
see ya.
All righty. Bye.
I love it.